Hello, I'm Executive Chef Joseph Schutza, and welcome to our kitchen. Today I'd like to share with you my recipe and procedure for making an Italian classic, pasta carbonara. Traditionally made with spaghetti, we will be substituting with bucatini pasta. For those of you that do not know, bucatini is a long tubular shaped pasta and is one of my favorites. So join me now as I show you how I prepare this classic. I'd like to take the time to ask if you're enjoying the content that we're putting out on this channel. If so, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Be up to date with all of our latest posts. For those of you that have already subscribed, I thank you very much and truly appreciate your support. It is motivating and definitely helps me stay focused on putting out more material. To begin, let's get a pot of salted water on for cooking our pasta. At the same time, I have a 7-quart sauté pan preheating over medium heat. Gonna add a little bit of olive oil. I'm then gonna add my meat. Traditionally, this dish is made with guanciale, which is a cured pork cheek, or the yaw. Today, what I'm using is a mungalitza ham that I made homemade and some homemade mungalitza bacon. So we're gonna cook this and render the fat as much as we can. We only wanna cook it until it begins to slightly crispen up. We do not wanna make it completely crispy. Now that my meats are beginning to develop a little color, I wanna move it from the heat. We are then going to get our pasta into the water. Well, now that we just dropped our pasta into the water, bucatini cooks in about 6 to 7 minutes. We are going to undercook ours slightly, about 5 minutes. While that's going, I want to add some garlic and red onion or shallot, whichever you have, to our meat mixture and begin to cook it until translucent and aromatic. Note that the onion or shallot and the garlic is not part of the original or classical recipe. I just feel with this dish it would be criminal not to add the 2 elements of it. So as this cooks, 1 minute or so, remove it from the heat. Okay, it's now go time. We'll have to work a little quick. So the pasta is about ready to be pulled. Let's go ahead and put the meat back to the heat. Go ahead and strain our pasta. And then add it to the meat. Don't worry about the extra water. We're gonna want that there. That's the reason that we undercooked the pasta, to compensate for this time here. Now we will take about a cup's worth of the starchy pasta water. And then give it a quick stir. Now allow this to cook. And now let's deal with our Parmesan and our eggs. These components that we're gonna mix in the bowl is what's gonna make our sauce. So we're gonna add our whole eggs, our yolks, our Parmigiano, Reggiano. Go ahead and whisk this together. I add just a pinch of salt. You got to be careful because the meats in here are going to be smoky. Let's add our pepper. Don't be bashful with it. It's a Roman dish. They love their pepper. All right. Now that we got that mixed, let's go ahead and add it to our sauce, or add it to our pasta. Ready? here we are, after we folded and mixed everything together, and how our sauce comes together like that. It was a little thick with the eggs and all that Parmesan, so if you need to, you could always add a little more of that starchy water. And that water is what's actually going to help this bind to the pasta. I kind of want to make it a little bit saucier. I don't want it to be this thick. All right, there we go. All the noodles are covered, nice evenly coated with the sauce. Let us take a taste of it and adjust our salt and pepper levels as needed, and we're ready for service. Well, there you have my Bucatini alla carbonara. It's a heck of a lot different than the first time I've ever eaten a carbonara in a restaurant. Obviously, prior to knowing what carbonara really was. There's no cream in it. That's an Alfredo, not carbonara. There's no peas in it. That was something I thought was part of it, but you know, feel free to add what you like to it. I added the red onion and the garlic. As I said, I just think it was really needed in this dish when you have the earthiness of the smoked meats and the saltiness of the cured meats. So it's a very easy dish. However, if you noticed, when it comes time to putting the sauce together and with the pasta, well, that's the reason I undercooked the pasta even more than al dente. Simply because while it's undercooked and with that starchy water, the starchy pasta water is going to help the sauce adhere to the pasta. And because it was undercooked, it bought me some time so I can mix the ingredients for the sauce. So it's about timing and execution. Still an easy dish, but if you've never made it before and this is the first time, highly recommend is to already plan the work, then work your plan. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's demonstration. I hope it cleared up any confusion or misleading information regarding carbonara. Thank you for joining us, and Yodvaya.